Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Baka-Talk. I am Sir Boom, and I'm joined by Pyrolus, like always.
It is I.
You are like a plague that I can't get rid of.
I'm a mental plague.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Anyways, how you doing this week?
I'm doing all right. Oh, today I realized where you got your hairline from.
Really? That
Yeah. occupied my brain for most of the day.
my
I've been waiting
gosh.
for this to start so I can say it.
Where did I get my hairline from?
Bill Murray, Ghostbusters.
Oh my. Yes, for the people out there that have not seen me, I guess I had Bill Murray hair from Ghostbusters.
I've been waiting for this. For a bit.
Hey, Bill Murray doesn't look too bad in the Ghostbusters.
No, he doesn't. But I was just like watching it, the Ghostbusters, and noticed how I was like, his hair does that, and then like goes all the way back, then out again, like some sort of weird duck foot.
It is weird. Like, I don't see very many people with hairline like this.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah. Well, thank you for that.
No problem.
You mental plague on my sanity.
I held it back until now, but it's all right.
That's what you've been wanting to tell me.
No,
for the
there's
last-
multiple things I've been wanting to talk about.
okay.
I just haven't said anything because we can make money off it, maybe.
Yes, money.
Money.
Definitely making money off of this.
Yeah. I know we got like 7 cents. That hasn't been evenly distributed yet.
We got... I don't know if I should say... There's weird rules about saying ad revenue,
Yeah.
so I don't think I should say that.
It's like $1. I don't know. It's not much.
It's like somewhere between like 50 cents to $1 billion. I don't remember.
Man, if it's $1 billion, I'm gonna
Maybe my
cake,
butler
right?
remembers.
What?
Hey, Jarvis. He ain't here right now.
So in all actuality, who would actually have the name Jarvis?
I don't know, but I was watching. It was Endgame,
Yeah.
where they travel back in time, and I didn't realize that his dad's actual butler, Tony Stark's dad, Howard Stark, his actual butler was Jarvis. I thought Jarvis was just something that he came up with, so I guess there was an.
That's cool lore building.
Yeah, it's a little cool lore building. But in real life, I've never heard anybody named Jarvis.
That's because it's not a real name.
I might name my kid Jarvis. And just be like, hey,
You
you're
were
gonna be a
telling-
butler.
You were telling me not to name my kid Yukine because I'm not Japanese.
Well, mainly
But
because
you can name your kid Jarvis.
because Jarvis is kind of a unique regular name. But you
How? How is it regular? The fact that it's unique means it's irregular.
Yeah, but you want to name like a foreign language name, like even though you're
Where
not
does
in that
Jarvis
country.
derive from?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm guessing it would be in English descent
You're guessing.
because I'm not a linguist.
Exactly.
But I do know that yukine is Japanese. It means what does yukine mean?
Yuki means snow. I don't know what the last part means.
Wasn't it flower? Snow flower?
Possibly.
I think yukine means snow flower. I mean, it's a cool name. It'd be a cool name for like a girl or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. In my personal belief, unless you are in that country or like, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm rethinking my whole life decision.
I was about
right
to
now.
say, what you're about to say is like,
Doesn't
basically
sound so
saying,
bad. I mean, it's not like I can't think of a complex Japanese name, mainly because I can't speak complex Japanese names. It ain't like
Yagagatsu! Yagagatsu!
yeah, it's not like your name. It's like yukine is like different. I don't know. Do whatever you want. It's America.
Exactly. It's America. We're a mixing pot.
Yeah, I just still think it's kind of weird.
That's the point of it. It's supposed to be weird. Who's the call from? Ignore it.
Like actually just like send it to voicemail.
No, just leave it alone.
Dude, you only have swipe to answer. You
Yeah.
don't have swipe to ignore.
No, just leave it alone. Trust me, it's gonna be better for both of us if you just leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just ignoring your family, so I don't care.
Well, yeah, I mean, no.
As long as you don't ignore your boss or me, which I'm your second boss.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
okay with it.
Yeah, I've stopped to answer his phone calls, but she's called me enough times to know that, hey, this is a day that I don't answer calls on some point.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And also, the only time I'd ever call you, the only time I do call you is when I'm lost and I'm supposed to be finding you, or when I'm trying to figure out what type of food we're gonna eat.
That's because texting is an option.
Texting is an option, but usually I'm in my car.
Yeah.
I just like, hey Google. Oh, I have the speaker off. Good. I was like, hey Google. Call. No, copyright! Stop! Google, stop!
Please. All right.
All right, that's dead now.
Yeah, we shot it dead. Sorry about that break.
Hey, I'd rather keep our YouTube channel and I'd rather keep our podcast
Over that thing, which just tried to end our career.
Yes.
Man.
It was even playing a crap song.
It was. I've never heard that song.
I've never heard that song either.
Man. Ah, crap. I kept on bumping and stuff. Hold on. There we go.
The funny part is the that might get taken out because of the noise filter.
Okay.
If it does. Sorry, guys. But my Google Assistant tried ruining us.
Yeah, it did.
Like the whole career right
All
then
of
and
it.
there.
Yeah.
Just because I was trying to say a story.
Yeah. I guess when you have devices that spy on you, you can't exactly do that.
Yeah, I don't even know why I still have that. I should just unplug it and sell it.
I mean, do you use it for anything?
Play music once in a while, but I have a Bluetooth speaker I can just do that with now.
Because I know that, like, I'll, like, because I like playing with them when I don't own them.
Yeah, and my other cast from my other podcast, they'll play with it. Like, last time we recorded during our break time, they played with it for like a literal, like, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Just asking it stupid questions. So
I was trying to make it admit it was either communist or in love with me.
yeah, which you came close to the communist,
I did.
which is kind of funny.
Did not get close to it loving me.
No. But for some reason, whenever it talks about random subjects, it seems to love me, which is weird.
See,
Because I'm its owner or whatever. It's weird.
I've just, I don't know, I treat it like a cat. I'll play with it if it's not mine, but I will not own one.
I found out I'm allergic to cats the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, I never knew it. I guess either I built up a tolerance to it with my parents owning a cat my whole life.
Multiple cats your life.
And then I moved out, and I think I got used to not being around cats.
Yeah.
So every single time I go back to my parents' house, I break out in hives. My arms break out in hives. And it's weird, because it's the only... Like, it'll only break out where the cat touches me.
Yeah.
So, like, last time I was there, it hopped up on the chair I was on, and it just kind of, like, pawed my arm. And then my whole arm broke out with hives.
Do people get hives from dogs?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's like some sort of like skin thing that they have.
Yeah, it's,
I think there's actually a shampoo you can wash your pets with so that way that doesn't happen. I think is the technological level in which we've come
don't
to.
wash cats. Cats wash themselves.
I mean, if you want to have a cat and you're allergic to it, there's only one out.
I don't want to have a cat. My parents
Neither
have
do
a
I.
cat, so cats are not my thing.
I want
that's
a
for sure.
fox.
Cat girls are different.
Cat girls are different. They're very different.
They're different. Anyways, I feel like we've been rambling for about 8 minutes.
I'm just
so.
glad you're coming to see my point.
I've always liked cat girls. I think. I don't know. I'm weird. I change my mind a lot.
And you're going to accept my creation of them.
I have the philosophy that if you have something set in stone, then you're the type of person that can't, like, be shown facts. Like, I feel like you should have your solid, like, beliefs, like your stepping stones.
Yeah.
But you should always be able to replace that stepping stone if need be.
I believe you should be like science, very open.
Makes sense, yeah.
Because, like, you know, once...
Proven, but being willing to change.
Yeah, because once something proven, it can be proven wrong still.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, makes sense. Anyways, you watch anything cool?
I finished the anime K.
Okay, yeah, you were starting to watch that last week, so.
Yeah, I finished that.
How'd you like it?
No blood, no bone, no ash.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's a reference.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a reference.
Guessing several people started crying, maybe.
I may have been almost one of them. Yeah.
And making you cry is a feat, so.
Yeah. I didn't
Cool.
even know the guy.
So, like, I'm guessing it's a sad show then?
It has its moments. I like it. It's really good. I watched the movie and I'm watching the second series of it.
Okay, so is it a reboot series or is
No.
it a second season?
It's technically, I guess it could be classified as a second season, but it's not a second season. It's an own series.
Okay.
It's like how Tokyo Ghoul goes from Tokyo Ghoul to Tokyo Ghoul Re, kind of.
Oh, so it's like a spin-off or continuation series.
Yes, it's
Not a
continuation
direct
series.
storyline.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that makes sense. Cool. Very cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm watching the continuation series.
Obviously, if you watch the movie, then obviously you like it. So.
I'm kind of conflicted on the second series so far because the first series wasn't as fan servicey. The second
is more.
Yeah.
Is it kind of detracting from the story a little bit?
That's the weird thing. It's not detracting from the story, but it's just senseless.
Yeah, that's kind of weird in shows. I hate senseless fan service.
Like, in the first one there was some, but not that much. But in the second one, there's, for example, like all the women, other than like obviously the little girls, seem to have bigger breasts now, and there's a bunch of random panty shots when there like wasn't, and there's a lot more boob bouncing, which made it from something I feel comfortable in watching in my own room to I have a feeling my papa is breathing down my back, and I should probably not watch this while they're awake anymore.
Are you winning, son?
I honestly, I'm not sure if I should be worried though, because like this weekend I was watching anime, and I don't know if it's because he was sick, because he was feeling a little under the weather or what, but my papa poked his head and he's like, "Are you at a conference or something?"
What?
He's like, "Are you in a conference or something?" And I looked at him like, "What do you mean?" I was like, PJs, and like, what do you mean? "Oh, I just thought you were in a conference or something." I saw people on your screen. I was like, are you okay?
Maybe he was high on like NyQuil or something.
I don't know.
Benadryl, something like that.
Usually he's pretty apt to recognize anime because
Right.
he thinks of it as a cartoon. He's an older person.
Yeah.
But so much of Scooby-Doo, he has got no room to talk. But
Hey, Scooby-Doo's good.
I know it's good. I'm saying there's no room to talk because he watched cartoons too.
Yeah.
But no, so I'm not sure if I gotta be worried anymore or not. But no, it's getting a little bit too fan servicey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing like high school kind of started out fan servicey, so I was already expecting it. But when a show goes from not really showing much to all of a sudden showing more than what it started out as, it kind of like makes me think of it in a different light.
Yeah, for sure. It alters the story because it alters the whole mood of the show, kind of.
Yeah.
Is it because it's from a different studio?
No, it's from the same studio.
Same studio. Okay,
Another thing
fair.
I've got a bone to pick. So the original show came out in like 2013 to 2014.
Yeah.
And then, 2012 to 2013. Then the movie came out in like 2014, and then the second season like 2014 to 2015.
Yeah.
So the first series, no CGI at all.
Okay.
All hand drawn, amazing.
Yep.
The movie and the second series, CGI, you could obviously tell the difference.
Okay.
Which kind of irritated me a little.
I've noticed that the newer shows especially have been guilty of just CGIing the most basic of things.
Yeah.
Like especially, those open shots of streets
Yep.
where people are walking?
Yep.
I've noticed so much that like the not as popular shows have like CGI people.
Luckily, this one did not have CGI people, but it did have CGI like backgrounds. I mean, some of the shots they took them in were pretty cool, and I was surprised they made them work. But a lot of them, like there was helicopters. In the first series, there was a decent amount of use of, a good amount of use of helicopters, and they were hand drawn. They looked amazing. Same with like the vehicles. But in the movie and the second series, they were CGI'd, and I didn't like it as much.
Yeah.
Especially because there was the hand-drawn people inside the CGI vehicles. And it didn't look the greatest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm really iffy on it.
Yeah, CGI in animes has been a big kind of controversial point for a while. Like you have really bad shows like Berserk
Yeah.
Or some of the other, like the newest ones. What's the newest one? Is it X-Arm? Exo-Arm? It was a newer show that came out earlier last year, and it was like one of the worst shows all anime season.
Yeah.
But then you have really good shows that use CGI.
We're just dropping stuff.
I am just dropping so
We're both
much
just
crap.
hitting chords and dropping stuff. This is a very unprofessional episode.
We were doing good.
We were doing
for
good.
like a solid 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And now I'm talking sideways into a mic, trying to reattach a cord.
I've been bumping into my cord. I don't know how many times. For a bit, it was stuck under my shoulder. And I kind of like elbowed my mic trying to get it out from stuck on behind my shoulder.
Okay, there we go. See, I don't know. I'm weird. I have a hard time spending $16 on like 100 Velcro straps for a cord like placement, but I have an easier time spending like $200 on a computer monitor. I don't get it. My priorities are not straight.
Are you trying to say something to me?
What? No.
Okay.
Anyways, back to the CGI.
I wouldn't mind.
What?
What? No, anyway, yeah, no, back to the CGI.
You can stay 6 feet apart.
Back to the CGI.
Anyways, there's some really bad shows. There's some really good shows I've seen lately that use CGI fairly well.
I don't know, because like when it's just all CGI, it's one thing because you're kind of expecting that.
Yeah.
But a lot of shows that I see where they use just CGI here and there, you can always tell.
Yeah, you can tell. I've noticed lately it's getting harder to tell.
I haven't, and it always seems to break my immersion.
Huh.
Because like I like getting immersed into the show.
Yeah.
But just that moment of different in animation just breaks me out of it.
Okay.
So it gets me going from like hype train to what? You know, it just kicks me out of it.
Have you seen some of the really new shows?
Yeah, I've seen...
What's the newest show you've seen lately?
Not Ari Furta. I'd look at my phone, but
Ari Furta is coming off
second season.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to let you know about that.
Bungo Stray Dogs is the newest one, but they don't use any CGI at all.
Yeah. So maybe you haven't seen the newest CGI.
That's a possibility.
The new stuff, you could probably still tell, and it still probably will bother you, but I think it's getting better. I think in like 10 years or so, they'll be able to do CGI, and it look basically hand-drawn.
That's fair.
It's going to be scary when they get to that point, but I think it's possible. I think it's inevitable.
Especially at first, like when it first started coming out, that everything was so like
blocky.
Yeah.
Like the walking animations were horrible. Like a body should not be able to sway like that when it's walking.
Like I'm talking about, I haven't really watched too many CG based shows.
But you played CGI games.
Yes.
CGI games. Like in a game, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay that the walking animation's weird. It's okay that the faces look weird. Because we're here to push buttons and shoot and slash things.
It's actually hard for me to play Japanese games because of the different art styles. From how they do like this short anime tidbits or like the little the anime faces, the hand-drawn stuff. Then you go in the game and it's CGI,
like 2 pixels of a character.
It's really hard for me to play
It is
those
hard
games.
for me too. Like I love seeing the art and stuff that they're doing. But then you go like the original Final Fantasy games. They had great like character art and stuff.
Yeah.
I am smacking the freaking mic, Jesus. They had great character art, great cutscenes sometimes, and then you go into the game and it's like a blob, of a character.
Like, even
just
the
like what the heck?
The newest game I played like that was a PS3 game. But even like some of the games that are coming out that I've seen the trailers for.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it. I cannot get into a game like that.
Yeah,
because of the fact that the art, it just breaks my immersion. Because I can get immersed into a world until like, because like when I get immersed into an anime world, I know some people might be thinking it's weird when I say immersed because like, well, that's a supernatural world. How can you get immersed in something like that? It's their world. Once you get immersed in that, you're following by their rules.
Yeah.
The rules of your world no longer matter. It is now the rules of their world.
Well, I think what you're trying to say and I'm not trying to interpret it for you, but I think what you're trying to say is it's like reading a book.
Yeah.
Once you get so, like, you start reading a book and then eventually you start hallucinating what's going on. Like, you're literally in the book. You're no longer reading words.
Yeah.
You're watching the story go in front of you. You're hearing, like, sound and voices and stuff like that.
Yeah, which I think is probably why, like, the shows I get more immersed in, the more they can actually get my emotions and stuff. It's one of the few times I can actually, like, have emotion, it feels like.
Yeah.
Because it feels like I'm just in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing with, like, video games. The more something can get me immersed into it, the better. But, like, when they breaking out the fourth wall is never really an issue with me. It's just like the change in animation, change in pace. If something happens that is off, stuff like that just throws me out of it.
Yeah. I think my biggest complaint for, like, getting out of immersion is, for one, when they do, like, when a streaming service, I know you don't have to worry about this, but, like, when you're watching a streaming service and say you're watching a streaming service that has ads, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, I do have to worry about this. YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, if you're watching something for story on YouTube and all of a sudden the stupid double ad pops up, you automatically get drawn out of it.
Yeah. No.
Like, you might just be, like, vibing along to, like, General Sam or whatever, watching Tarkov.
I do it all the time in my car.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be watching General Sam, Seth Zine talk some. I'll be laughing, smiling, and in the middle of a joke, some stupid ad about Google File pop on. Next thing I know, I'm angry and I'm screaming at my phone, telling it, I will never buy you. You're wasting money giving me this ad because I will never participate. The YouTuber I'm watching doesn't even have revenue allowed on it because of how bad his stuff is. I don't want to see you. If you're not supporting my YouTuber, I do not want to see you.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like, stuff like that. And then, like, I watch, my family has HBO Max.
Yeah.
But we have the tier that has ads. So sometimes you'll be watching a movie and you'll be watching a movie and something dramatic just happens. Like, literally, I've had it before where a character gets killed and then they pop into a State Farm ad.
Yeah.
Or
life insurance.
Yeah, life insurance. Something like that. And it's just like, what the frick?
Like, I mean, I don't... If they had actual placements of ads, it'd be different.
Yes, but sometimes it just feels so random where they put, especially on YouTube.
Yes.
You can literally be 2 seconds from the end of the video,
an ad.
Double ad pops up, the ad stop, and, like, the creator of the video just says like one word and then it's done.
Yeah.
And then it pops up with another freaking ad, the end roll ad. And it's just like, what the heck?
Yeah. It makes no sense at all. Honestly, I don't know what YouTube's doing.
Yeah.
Can we get demonetized for criticizing YouTube on their platform?
Dude, we got like 12 subscribers.
That's fair. YouTube,
if they demonetize us, we could probably get big from like just complaining about them because we only have 12 subscribers.
YouTube, I hate you. You suck. You need to get better. I think it's because they have a woman running their business.
What does that mean?
I was just trying to say something.
Oh, something offensive?
Yeah, I was trying to be offensive. But you didn't follow up with anything. So I was like a good 10-second block of silence because you didn't know what to say in that time.
I was shocked. I was like, what?
You were shocked at the truth.
Maybe it's because, like, she just gets, like, she's one of those people that just can't take criticism at all.
It's just like
I
Star
feel
Wars.
like that's all the tech leads. They just can't take criticism.
I'm pretty sure that's all it is. Because if you noticed, everything, I even see it on Reddit, anything that gets criticized, gone. Get out of here. Banished. You can't criticize me. I'm in the right. I'm Dr. Fauci. You know?
Yeah. So, like, you can't even make a joke.
Yeah.
Like, any type of joke, and they just, like, get rid of you.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Like, part of me really wants to become big on YouTube, and I feel like we will eventually. But part of me is also terrified of it. So it's like, what the heck is it going to be like when we are big on YouTube?
Yeah.
What happens when we hit that 1 million subscriber mark? And it's just like, okay, Pyrolis, you can't say this anymore.
I'm still going to say it.
You can't.
I'm going to do it.
You can't.
I'm going to do it.
You can't.
Nimoy!
Nimoy. Yes, in 10 years, Leonard Nimoy is going to be banned.
Yeah.
Isn't he already banned?
Probably.
Wasn't he No, he couldn't have been canceled. I feel like they canceled him for something.
Man, they've canceled a lot of people for nothing.
They canceled him because he did gang signs. Anyways, back
Today
on
in Texas, we discovered Leonard Nimoy watching Neko Para. He has since been arrested since they are 4 years of age.
Leonard Nimoy's dead, bud.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
That's why he's arrested. He died arrested.
Oh. So that reminds me of a really off-topic thing.
Yeah.
But have you ever watched the Ryan Reynolds show or movie, R.I.P.D.?
Yes.
Okay. That you reminded me of that when you said Dead and Arrested.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, that is a really good Ryan Reynolds movie.
It is. Yes.
I think it's funny.
Most Ryan Reynolds movies are that way, even as rom-coms, especially as rom-coms.
A show like that, because I haven't seen him much out of like superhero films or occasional action movies. Mm-hmm. But like that type of adventure comedy movie, really, I kind of want to watch some of his rom-coms.
I don't like rom-coms. Ryan Reynolds rom-coms, amazing. Especially one where when as a high schooler, he was a fat kid. that was good.
So is it kind of like a play on like Waterboy or something?
Not really, no.
No?
He's not like an Adam Sandler rom-com.
Oh, okay.
He does. Okay. He has his own style of doing it.
Okay, cool.
But it's great. I
would
like
hope
it.
so. I hate it when people just like
copy
and paste. Like,
you know,
totally not what we're doing.
Not at all.
Like, hey, we can actually say that now because we're not just 3 podcast hosts talking about anime.
Oh, we're not. No, we're talking about we're just 2 Bakas sitting in a room with a butler twiddling his mustache, but he's not giving me tea, but he gives you tea.
Jarvis is back.
Yeah, I just want tea. You know, it's like, give it to me, but he gives it to you.
I mean, that is literally his job.
His job is to also support the guest and give them what the guest wishes. The only reason why he doesn't is because you blacklisted me.
Well, I had to write in the black book for some reason.
One day, this is going to be taken out of context, and we're going to be racist.
Yep. 20 years down the line, we'll be canceled.
Probably. Yeah. Canceled, censored, and probably like arrested for some sort of copyright on Mickey Mouse.
Dude, probably 20 years from down the line, Manga Sensei is going to be like illegal in Michigan. We'll all be going to jail.
Man, that's okay. I'll be in Mexico by then.
Like the laws will work its way up this way and we'll all be in jail. All of America.
They'll just be like, hey, we're going to arrest you. I'm like, really? Ticket to Japan here. We got a runner. Oh, Mikoto Kurunoka. Flies to private island on wings of Genos.
What were we talking about?
Well, we started off anime. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was
distracting. Getting out of immersion.
Yeah. I was gonna talk about another example of the whole CGI thing.
Okay.
If in Tokyo Ghoul, if instead of hand drawing the tentacles, they were 3D'd, that would be awful.
Dude, that would be just like dog crap.
Yeah. And there have been a lot of animes that do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, Overlord is an example of them taking... Like, it started out hand-drawn. It was really good. Yep. But then, like, Season 3, they started doing CG stuff. Especially
when they do, like, Ainzun Ghoul as, like, the CG guy.
No, it's not. I don't like it. I want them to stop it, please.
Yeah.
Like I'm begging you.
When they go to character CGI, like you said, unless it's specifically supposed to be a CGI anime.
Yeah.
It just looks horrible.
It does, because it's just it's this great hand-drawn thing, and now it's just a skeleton thrusting his hips, saying nothing, his mouth just open, going, and it terrifies me to the bone.
So you're talking about like the new Skeletor?
Yes. It makes me no longer want milk because I don't need that much calcium.
I don't want to be a skeleton when I die. You can't make me.
Don't CGI my body, please.
Nah, when you get big and you die, we'll just like Carrie Fisher you. We'll jettison you out of airlock, but we'll keep you alive for 2 more movies. Or 1 more movie, even though you've been dead.
What I want you guys to do is, when I come close to dying, put me in a tube to freeze me.
We'll put you right next to Disney.
Yes, put me in a cryogenic tube. That way,
right next to Disney and probably Stan Lee.
That way, one day when I figure out why I died, I can get out of there. And
when you figure out?
When I figure out why I died, I can get out of there, heal myself, make myself immortal, have a fight with Walt Disney, and then buddy up with Stan Lee to overpower him in the face and defeat the final boss of copyright, and then walk out victorious in the year 2538 when the Covenant attacks.
I feel like this is a mixture of Halo and Fallout.
Yeah, with a dash of just American in general. American cartoonery.
Did you ever play Fallout with all those mods?
I have not yet, no.
Really?
I'm trying to only play games when my family's not there.
Oh, okay.
That's hard to do.
Yeah. Especially the way you're going to play Fallout 4.
Yeah.
That's really scary.
Yeah.
Like, you have no idea what's going to be on there.
Yeah, I know.
Especially messing with skeletal, models. Like, the character models in the game. Usually when you mess with those, the skeletal rig mods make your character full nude.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried.
Yeah.
So, no, I haven't done it yet. I do plan on it. I just haven't found a day where no one's home.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Cool. Well, I guess we talked enough about CGI stuff.
Yeah, it's poo-poo. Stop. Also, YouTube, stop trying to demonetize people for stupid stuff.
Yeah. And if you demonetize us, then we'll... Well, I don't know.
I want 2017 YouTube back. 2017 YouTube was good. It was fun. Everyone loved it. There was nothing wrong with it.
I would even take 2018 YouTube.
Man, I don't know. 2019 YouTube is when it was really hypocritical and bad. I didn't like it.
Well, that's the third ad apocalypse?
Well, be are demonetizing these people because they talk too much about sex. And then they would proceed to, you'd be watching a children's cartoon on YouTube, and the next thing you get an ad for Trojan Man.
Yeah. It's like, oh, weird.
So General Sham can't say booby, but you can talk about condoms, Mr. Trojan Man. I see how it is. I was just trying to watch Kermit the Frog.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're watching Kermit the Frog.
What do you mean? Kermit's great. He's amazing.
Like you're watching old Muppet shows?
Clips and stuff, yeah.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Take that, Miss Piggy.
Well, anyways, let's take a break and then we'll be right back with
Here's your banana. That's another Kermit quote.
Okay. Good for you. You know what time it is.
At time.
And we're back.
We're back from break.
We're back.
Back to what I was about to say before I realized so I can...
Monetize
viewers might enjoy this.
Yes.
I just recently, after 8 years of not having a virus protector, I finally got one.
What'd you get?
Bitdefender.
Really? Okay. Why is that noteworthy to put on the podcast?
I don't know. I just thought it might be interesting for some people to know that I was not using a virus protector until recently.
I've never used a virus protector.
Yeah. The reason why I started recently is because I'm like, well, there has been a few times where my computer's gotten slow. And then I do also pirate a lot of stuff.
As much as I rag on Windows, I do think that the Windows Defender is good enough, if not too good most of the time. Because there's a lot of things I try adding on myself personally that they're like, nah, we don't like this.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean,
I think it's plenty enough. But
I mainly got it for internet stuff.
I mean, that's reasonable. That is reasonable.
And it was on sale, so it's $30 a year until next year. Then it's $50 a year, but still only that much a year.
That's insane. I don't know. I just can't see spending that much.
Basically, what I'm doing is
I mean, you do pirate. I don't pirate, so I guess
I put myself at more of a risk with certain stuff.
See, I'm just I mind myself.
I've never had a big issue, really, that I'm aware of.
Until recently?
No, in general, I'm just gonna test it out. I'm gonna see what it's like having a thing for like a year, and then go from there.
I hear a lot of them impede your bandwidth and stuff.
They do, because they're monitoring our stuff. I already noticed that the lag. So when I play online games, I'm definitely gonna be turning it off.
Yeah. I mean, there are virus protectors that are meant for gaming that you could maybe look into. But I mean, they probably are more expensive.
I already paid $30. I'm not. I gotta be stuck with this now.
At least for a year.
Yeah. I mean, if I had faster internet, probably wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
But my internet's not that fast at all.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So I, for some reason, like the timeout of Tarkov.
Yeah, that was interesting. Oh, we should probably tell people that we're going to be releasing a video soon.
Yeah, Boom's going to be editing and releasing a video soon of me and him playing.
Yeah. Tarkov. So if they didn't guess that. I don't know how we did. I feel like we were meh.
We don't really play games too much, in all honesty.
No, not together.
We don't really have a point where we can hit off.
Yeah.
Like, we're more used to talking face to face. I feel like the more and more we do stuff like that, the more and more we're going to be able to hit it off.
I think so. I think I found myself trying to start a conversation, and then, like, you'd reply, and I'm just like, oh, well, now where do we go?
Yeah.
It's weird trying to talk to somebody over the internet compared to just next to each other.
I'm great with strangers over the internet, but when it's someone I know and I know their face, it takes me a bit.
Yeah.
Like my brother, I can talk all day with him because I've played with him so much, you know?
Right.
He's he's actually the number one person I usually play games with. So, you know, I'm pretty good with talking to him and having conversation. But we'll get used to it. The more we play, we'll be able to goof around more.
Yeah,
and we'll go. And the biggest thing is once you learn more of the game, because right now a big part of it is I'm trying to show you where to go, what to do, stuff like that.
My biggest problem is I get the idea of the game. I get the gameplay of the game. I don't get the extraction and the spawn point, and I don't get the extraction.
So
as soon as I get on the map, I am confused as all get out. And then I look at the maps that are online, and they don't help.
It's going to take a bit.
There's no compass. There's no mini map.
You actually unlock compass later on.
Do you?
Yeah. Once you hit like level 12 or something.
But then like it gets taken away.
No.
What?
You have an unlimited compass once you hit like level 12. You got to do some sort of mission, I think, for Jaeger, if I remember right, and you get a compass, and it's your compass forever until the next wipe.
That's what I meant, until next wipe, and then you're screwed again.
See,
the biggest thing I'm having trouble with is getting into the game.
You're more of a clear-cut directions person, whereas I'm more of I recognize that rock.
I can get to that point in games. Like, you put me in Skyrim, I bet you if you put me basically anywhere in Skyrim, without looking at the minimap, I would be able to find the nearest town.
All right, I'm gonna spin you. Yeah, you just follow the path.
No, not even that. Like, put me in the middle of the woods or like in the middle of the mountains, and I'd be able to find walking in a direction, find a path. Like,
in VR, I'm gonna spin you around 5 times and then randomly spawn you in Skyrim VR in a random spot.
And make me just find
You gotta find town from there.
I don't know if I want to play Skyrim VR.
It's alright, I'd say. It's not worth $60.
But no, I could definitely find my way in Skyrim. I could find my way in Morrowind. What's the other RPG games I've played? Fallout. Like, put me anywhere in Fallout, and I'd be good. Well, besides for in Fallout 4, I mean, the glowing sea. Didn't go there too often. I went there to, like, the Adam camp. But besides for that, I don't know much about that.
Man, put me in Tarkov in customs, like, all right, I see the dome from the other map. We're facing it at this direction, which means that exfil is that direction. This rock here, that means Dorms is right there. There's scavs in there. I'm gonna go sniff out the area.
Yeah. So one thing I'm confused about is exfils will drop on your screen, and there's a list of them, and most of them have a blank timeline. Besides, for some of them have question marks.
The question marks mean it either costs money you need to do something to
So they're
open
not
it.
guaranteed exfils.
Yes,
Okay.
they're questionables.
So that's what I was wondering, because like I was looking through them, and then I was looking on the map on the other screen. I'm like, should I go to this one? It has question marks. What does the question marks mean? And then like I'm thinking about it, and then somebody shoots me.
Yeah, they're questionables. The ones that are blank means that they're open all the time.
Yeah.
You just gotta find them. But ZB014 on Woods is my favorite exfil. It's just you need a key for that. It's a lot I love getting the key because then I can avoid going to outskirts, because outskirts just sucks, and there's a lot of people that camp outskirts.
I found that out.
Yeah.
I found that out.
Yeah.
Going to that the military camp accidentally.
Yeah.
In my defense, I was kind of corralled that in direction, because when you died,
Yeah.
so we were at the plane crash, and people see this on the video. There's two guys looting, I think it was a duffel bag or another dead dude on the ground, and we opened fired on them, and
They shot
we
at
dropped
us first.
Yes, and we dropped one, and then the other guy took off, like, away from us. So we were facing them, and they took off away from us. And then I kind of circled off to the right to try to get near the plane crash, and he ended up coming back, sniping you.
Yeah.
And then he saw me and him got in a gunfight. But then I ran away, and I kept on going right. What
Yeah.
I thought right was towards the exfil. It turned out it was kind of, but it was leading towards the lake.
That's because where you were, really the best thing you could have done if you were able to, was go straight.
But the problem was he
was in
there,
the way, yeah.
But then right after that, as soon as I started running, a guy came from right where you were and started shooting at me as well. So they corralled me towards the lake, and then I got stuck by the military camp and died.
Okay.
Because some scav literally seemed like he popped out of the ground and shot me.
They do that a lot.
Do they actually pop out of the ground?
No, but they'll come out of nowhere. Like, I was, like, a scav, like, appeared out of nowhere in front of me. I didn't know what to do, and he shot me dead.
Like, I was so confused. I looked at that whole wall, didn't see anything. And then he just, like, showed up and blasted me in the face with a shotgun.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know. It was fun, but it was frustrating because I had the hand drill.
Yeah.
And I also had a key, I think, on that run. And I was like, dang
Yeah.
it, I lost it. But anyways,
Hand drill is good. It would have been
that
good.
was fun. That was fun. I hope people enjoy that. We should talk about, we want to talk about Tokyo Ghoul, right?
Yeah, we want to go back to that topic.
Yeah.
So, news stuff says that apparently people are trying to get a redone of it.
Specifically from Mappa. So Mappa are the people that created animes such as Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen, and are also adapting Chainsaw Man. So a lot of fans are petitioning to try to get them to readapt Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
Because they're saying the way they do their animation and the way they do their storytelling, it would be the best adaptation that Tokyo Ghoul could possibly get. And I wanted to ask Pyrolis, what do you think about that?
I personally prefer the Tokyo Ghoul style of animation. The Tokyo Ghoul style of animation, I really like. I like how...
What do you mean the Tokyo Ghoul style?
They have like their own... I've noticed that every anime has kind of their own style. And yes, the studios will...
Who
the
made
studios have their
Tokyo
own
Ghoul?
separate style. I don't know what studio made it, actually.
We should look that up, because if you like that style, that'd be the studio that made it.
All right, let's do that real quick.
Who
But I really
made-
like that style of animation. I think it's great. I think it matches with a lot of stuff. It gets really close with the manga, from what I've read. So Ishida is the creator. You're gonna want to.
Let's look at the TV series. And let's go to stars. Why aren't you showing me what I want to see? Show me the info. What? Show details. Production company.
Pirate.
This doesn't seem
Pirate. It's Pirate. Right there.
right. Oh, I don't know Pirate. Never heard of them. They made Naruto Shippuden, Naruto, Black Clover, Bleach, Boruto, The Legend of Korra, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. What? What?
Yeah, I like the
What?
style of Tokyo Ghoul.
What? I'm confused. This is a movie.
It's an anime.
No, this is Michael Bay.
It's by canon from now on an anime.
I'm confused.
It was made by an anime studio boom. It is now an anime. You cannot contend.
I production companies. There's no what? Oh,
It is an anime.
what? What? No. The parrot's not here.
But personally, I think like to me, kind of like the funniest and kind of ironic thing with the whole demand for a reboot, and I kind of see this a lot with anime in general, especially recently.
Yeah.
Everyone who's calling for it is just American people.
Yeah, and I feel like because they're in other companies, so they had something
It's
to
an
do,
anime.
something to do with Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Just stop fighting it. It's an anime.
It was just so weird. It was random. I was seeing Naruto, Bleach, Tokyo Ghoul, and then Transformers. I'm like, what?
The first movie.
Second movie, bud.
I don't know Transformers.
Anyways, I get what you're saying, that everybody that has such high hopes for Mappa is American because they have been bringing such good anime adaptations, and America's weird with anime because we get so hyped up over stuff.
What I think is funny is that they think that our voice and stuff matters when we've been literally told our voice and stuff doesn't matter.
Because it matters more than it used to.
It does, but there was that one, when Shield Hero came out, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is a bad anime because it was like they were yelling at the false rape accusation."
Yeah, they didn't like the false rape accusations.
Yeah, it's anti-women, and the guy's like, "This was literally made in Japan. The book was wrote like about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
This does not have anything to do with this. It's not an attack against it. No one cares what's happening in America."
Yeah, well, same thing with Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
And was interspecies reviewers.
Yeah.
Although interspecies reviewers, I feel like was more Funimation, like good isekai anime for the season. It's like, oh Lord,
what have
we're
we done?
doing hentai. What the heck?
I know. I think one of the big issues is that I found that in America, the anime community is very privileged. If that makes sense.
That's a bold word to say.
Like I see it a lot, like on Twitter and stuff. They're very demanding and very I am going to get what I want kind of mentality.
Unfortunately, that's just the mentality that a lot of people have been getting into nowadays.
I've noticed that, and I have several key issues with it.
Yeah, it's bad, especially like our generation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everybody is this way. I'm not saying
No,
but
not
just,
everyone is.
It seems like the people with the loudest voices are the people that have the most things to complain about. That's a good way of saying it. The people with the strongest voices have the most to complain about.
That's what it feels like, yeah.
And so it seems like when they have something that they want to complain about, that's what you hear. And you don't hear everybody else is like, oh, Rise of the Shield Hero was awesome. And you know what? Now that the show is done and they're coming out the second and the third season, everybody loves Rise of the Shield Hero.
Yep.
You don't hear any hate about it anymore.
Yep.
It's just they wanted to complain about it at that moment.
Well, that's just, for some reason, here we have such a mentality where once someone starts on something and someone follows, everyone's got to go with it.
Yeah, mob mentality. That is a big thing that's been happening lately.
It's stupid.
You
I don't
see
like
it in politics. You see it in culture. You see it in... Well, politics and culture are the only two things, isn't there? Like...
Yeah, and social media pretty much, yeah.
Well, social media is kind of culture nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we're culture.
Yeah,
we are very
now.
cultured.
I am very cultured.
We are
yes.
men of culture.
I am a man of culture, indeed.
But yeah, where were we getting at with the Mappa thing? So yeah, a lot of people, Mappa is, first of all, I'm not trying to belittle anybody by saying this, but Mappa is super easy to say for Americans.
It is.
It's English. It's easy to pronounce. It's not like a weird name that people have a hard time remembering and figuring out. So when somebody thinks of an anime studio, Mappa.
Yeah.
Easy to say, easy to come up with, just like Studio Trigger or what's another one?
I like Katakawa.
But Katakawa is hard.
It is.
It's hard for people just to pop up in their head, unless they're like a extreme otaku type person that's like so used to saying all this stuff, so used to remembering it. But the average anime watcher, and I hate to say average anime watcher because nowadays the average anime watcher could like watch literally just like My Hero Academia or just watch Naruto.
That's another thing I have an issue with. I feel like a lot of people that call themselves fans of the thing, they just watch one thing.
Yeah. I mean, that is true.
It's like me buying a Mustang and being like, I'm a car fan.
That's kind of what our culture is, because our culture is so used to people just being fans of not My Office. People being fans of The Office.
Yeah.
Or being fans of Brooklyn 99, or being fans of 24, the show, or Lost, or I don't know any other shows. I'm trying to think of other shows, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they're fans of a specific show.
Well, my issue with that is they put it underneath the umbrella of anime. When it's like, for example, My Hero Academia is very different from Goblin Slayer.
It is. And what I feel like a lot of people get confused about is they see everybody else on the internet say they're anime fans.
Yeah.
But then they're very vocal about like maybe one anime or two anime. So, I don't know. Maybe people are thinking, hey, I'm an anime fan, even though they've only seen My Hero Academia. They don't realize an anime fan watches My Hero Academia, but then watches Eromanga Sensei the next day.
There's a lot of people I've talked to. They're like, yeah, I like anime. I'm like, oh, what's your favorite? And they list off like two. I'm like, oh, have you seen any of these? And there's like, for example, Tokyo Ghoul. Have you seen Tokyo Ghoul? No, what's that about? Oh,
and then you explain it, and they're just like, it's a little weird for me.
Yeah, like, I don't think I'd like that too much. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Stick with your Bleach. Stick with your Dragon Ball. I don't care.
Yeah. But, like, I get what you're saying, where people just, like, automatically assuming Mappa would be a good studio just because they're big. Especially people from America.
Like, I get
oh, sorry, go ahead.
We kind of cut each other off there. But no, I get why some people are upset with the storyline because of how it does break off from the manga a bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, not a lot of people that are complaining about this really know. A lot of them aren't
just
reading.
Hear and tell.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of them are just reading the manga. I know because I used to do this. They haven't read the manga. They don't know what's different about it. They're just saying, I don't really like this too much because it's different from the manga.
Right.
It deviates from the book. It deviates from the source. So I don't really like it too much. When in reality, personally, I read the manga and I think they're both really good in their own rights.
Yeah.
They are very different. Once you hit like the second season Tokyo Ghoul, they get pretty different. But I think they're both really good in their own right.
Which is understandable. I mean, you can definitely have a good adaptation of something. It's just, okay, I should say, you can have a good adaptation of something that goes a different direction.
Yeah.
It's just very rare.
Yeah.
People automatically think, oh, it's not the same as the source material. So, of course, it can't be good because that's not what the original creator wanted.
Well, I think the Sui Ishida, I think that's the name of the person who made Tokyo Ghoul.
I think it's Isu.
You think so?
I just read it. Like, let me look up again because it popped up.
Who made Tokyo Ghoul? Just press enter. Press enter.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah. Sui Ishida, I was right. Okay. But no, like, if I remember, he like approved a lot of the animation stuff.
Yeah.
And personally, like, the main thing that's different with the first season is there's not as much blood, which is understandable, especially in the time that it was released. There wasn't really, as far as I'm aware, there wasn't much blood on the screen in 2012.
Oh, you mean for graphic animes?
Yeah, graphic animes.
There was quite a few graphic animes around that time.
So what I mean by this is in one of the scenes that is edited from the manga. So it's Ken Kaneki being hunted by big guy with a blade.
Okay.
In the anime, it's just Ken Kaneki being hunted down and having to fight him. In the manga, there's 2 other people, and one person gets fried like a pig, and the other person gets sliced up and grilled.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
it gets really good.
Yeah, I can see it. And that's kind of why a lot of people like manga, because it goes beyond what even comic books nowadays would go.
Yeah.
Where like comic books used to be fairly graphic.
Mm-hmm.
And now, unless you get like an indie publisher or an indie writer, they're usually pretty tame, and they're usually like they don't go too far out of bounds of like normal gore and stuff.
I like it when my books are feral.
I mean, some people like a very savage story, so.
What?
I thought I heard somebody walking up my steps.
Oh, all right.
What was I saying? Anyways, I get that, and that's one reason I do like manga myself. I like awesome manga just because it seems like a freer art style.
Yeah.
They can focus on just one shot to portray a story better instead of making a whole scene. And sometimes like they'll lengthen out that whole scene where it doesn't mean as much.
I think it depends because, like, for example, the Anime K.
Yeah.
I have noticed that so it's based off of a manga.
Okay.
There are 13 episodes of the
First
anime.
Series? Yeah.
And there are 15 chapters for the manga.
Interesting. So they kind of shoved in.
Each episode is an anime. I mean, each chapter is an episode.
Yes. If there's 13 and then 15, then there'd be 2 chapters that were kind of like they probably did like a chapter in like a quarter or a chapter in like a.
I haven't read the manga yet. I just know the chapter count.
Yeah.
But the anime was really good.
Okay.
So with what I'm looking at so far, I'd say there's some pretty good adaptation happened.
Yeah, and that's very easily done. Maruko-chan had a very good adaptation done of it.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of made me realize how little is actually in the manga. Like, you read 3 volumes, and then you watch 12 episodes that do 3 volumes of it, and I'm just like, wow. They did really good, and they didn't really leave much out. Like, they changed it a little bit to make it more digestible for
audience.
They kind of rearranged things a little bit, but it made a really good story.
I think the big thing with anime is a lot of them, I don't really think that they expect a lot of people to know the manga when it gets released into the anime.
No, and it used to be that they expected people to watch the anime and then read the manga.
Yes, because a lot of times it was like a selling point for the manga.
Yeah.
I learned that from Arrow Manga Sensei. One of the best things for a manga is to get it in anime adaptation so that way you can sell more of the manga.
Yes, for sure. We should finish our discussion because we kind of got on a sidetrack again. We're kind of talking around the same subject, but do you think Tokyo Ghoul should get a reboot? No?
I do not think so, no.
You think it's good enough as it is?
I very much do, yes. Okay. I mean, right now they're even working on a prequel, unless they finish it, called Tokyo Ghoul Jack, which is about another character that is more big in Tokyo Ghoul Re than he is in Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay.
But it's about his story and how he came to be and all that.
Cool.
But I do want more of Ken Kaneki. I just want the continuation of his life, not a reboot. Personally, I think the worst thing you can do to something is reboot it. I hate reboots in general. I think it's an Americanized thing.
Well, you know the definition of insanity, right?
Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different
results. Right. So it's kind of what I see reboots as.
Yeah.
Like, there's no need for them unless something was so bad you have to try again.
Yeah.
There's only so many times you should run into a brick wall.
Exactly. I think Tokyo Ghoul was done fine. It was done great. If you're upset with it, that's your opinion, I guess. But I don't think it needs a reboot. It wasn't done poorly at all.
Yeah. Makes sense. Well, I guess that's about it. We're at an hour episode. Do we want to talk about anything else?
I don't think so. I think we've covered up pretty much all of the bases.
I think so. We talked about stuff that I'm blanking out on
Talk
how
about
that I'm trying to
anime,
think.
games, a little bit of politics, a little bit of debation in there. Your hairline reminded me of Bill Murray. You know,
I feel like I should be honored by that, but then I think of old Bill Murray. I'm like, I don't know if I want to be that, man.
Oh, come on, Garfield. It'll be okay.
Garfield. I forgot he played Garfield. Hey, I do hate Mondays.
Exactly.
But
you do
I
like
also,
lasagna.
I don't like lasagna.
You don't
that
like
much,
what?
but I like a good homemade lasagna.
That's what I mean, yeah.
But regular lasagna, like your average everyday lasagna, not a big fan.
No one likes average everyday lasagna.
But you know, in the live action movie where they did like the oven lasagna,
Yeah.
like in the plastic container thing.
That's the only way John could feed Garfield realistically. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, true.
He probably started out with homemade lasagna, but then the cat forced him to make so much. Like, I'm just getting oven baked.
Have you seen the cosmic horror Garfield's stories?
I have not.
Dude, the I guess you consider them fan fiction stories get wild.
I have seen Meat Canyon's take on Garfield.
Yeah, that's kind of one of them. That's one of them. It's like,
have you seen that?
yeah, I watched Meat Canyon. Dude, one of his latest, Behind the Mask of Dream.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
That one's...
Yeah.
I don't know. I watch Meat Canyon out of morbid curiosity more. I think he actually disturbs me.
He
His
doesn't
shows
disturb me. I
disturb
enjoy
me.
a lot of it. It's really funny to me.
I don't know. For some reason, that type of stuff disturbs me. It's the art style.
I love the art style.
It makes my skin crawl.
I love how creative he is.
He's very creative. I do like his work. It's a very cool, like, horror type of...
I hope he goes far. I really honestly do.
I think he's good enough to do it. I can see him becoming more of, like, a Rick and Morty, like...
I think he'd become better than Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
I like this. I really like the way he styles a lot of his stuff.
Oh, yeah. He's fairly new, too.
He is, yes.
Yeah. I would say we're giving him a shout out, but he's
Meat
already
Canyon,
bigger
if you're
than us.
listening, I love you. You're doing great. Keep up the good work, man. All right.
Yeah. Can we end it now?
Yeah, we can end it now.
Okay, now that you're done fanboying.
I wasn't fanboying. But
Sure you were.
No.
Sure you were. I saw you moving your arms and shaking around.
Yeah, but
like...
that was more for comedic reference for you.
We didn't talk about the biggest thing. Shoot, okay, we're going to extend the podcast. Something really big that happened. Microsoft, you know how they bought, was it J2?
I think I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
And they have Minecraft. Mm-hmm. Guess what else they bought?
Blizzard.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it either. It's like, what the heck is going on?
My coworker is stoked. He's like, I love Microsoft. They're become a monopoly, and I love it because I got Microsoft Game Pass. So
Everybody's saying that. It's like, I got Game Pass.
Yeah.
That means I'm going to be able to play Ubisoft game, or not Ubisoft, Bethesda games. I said Ubisoft. I meant Bethesda. I'm going to be able to play Blizzard games. I'm going to always have the newest Call of Duty. Just like, no. You know what that means? Next console release, Sony's going to try buying a bunch of studios.
Yeah.
There's going to be no third-party studios.
It's becoming a cold war between game.
It is,
softwares
and it's
right
so
now.
annoying. I want another game console to come out. We need our like our Sega Genesis or something like that. We need our third console.
Well, this is the biggest reason why I'm mainly a PC gamer.
But even for PC, if you think about it, where do we buy our games? Steam.
But there's a lot of indie
Epic
developers.
Store. There are a lot of indie developers, and that's amazing. But
Yeah, that's why I'm okay. I don't see Steam as a monopoly because of the fact that a bunch of indie developers gone there. Plus, in the internet, there's a bunch of places you can go to. No one's stopping you from going and getting games from your house.
The only problem I see with having Steam and like Epic as the biggest two is if you don't get on the front page there or you don't get somewhere high in their ratings, it's really hard to get discovered.
I don't think so because Steam has the Discover thing. Excuse me. Steam has the Discover thing.
But if you're not on Steam,
well, yeah, if you're not on Steam, no. But that's because
that's what I'm saying. Like if you're a company that can't get on Steam, but the bar is very low.
It's very low. I was
to
about
get
to
on
say they
Steam.
don't have a high bar. I could get on it right now and post my half attempt of the game.
I still don't like the idea of somebody having that much control over it because then next year, next month, next week, they could come out with their new terms of service use where somebody has to have like this much pre-acquisition sales and this much like view on their trailers, and
The thing with
like,
Steam,
they could have stupid crap like that.
Steam isn't A video doesn't take years to make.
A video game?
A video. Which is why I think YouTube can be run down as much as it can. Because in all honesty, if they just want views, you don't really need to have YouTubers that have passion for it. You just need anyone that can post a video.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of video channels that get big just by posting 14-second clips of something 5 times a day.
But like Steam, in order to have a good game, you have to be at it for at least 2 years.
I would say so. I'm not saying... What I'm trying to say? I'm trying to make my argument make sense. The fact is that you have basically Steam and Epic Store. And to get a good set, to get somewhere with your game, you kind of have to be on one of those stores. And then at the same time, you kind of have to get on their discovery page, or you have to get on the front store page, where you have to have some type of news happen about you.
Well, the thing is, Steam also, if I'm thinking properly, Steam does have a decent amount of competitions for creators, though.
Like what?
Like, I hope I'm not saying this wrong, but if I remember right, I have seen some competitions where it's like, create this game, or am I thinking of something? I might be thinking of something else. Yeah, never mind. Just forget what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm thinking of something else. I want to say there was some place that like had competitions where if you made X genre of game in X amount of time, you get rewarded X amount of money.
So like video game making competition?
Yeah.
See, to me, I just don't like that type of thing. Because a video game to me is, you have to have a passion for it. You have to want to do something like that with basically every ounce of your being.
The main reason I'm okay with Steam being as big as it is because it didn't get big through buying a bunch of other stuff. It got big through being fair, having good terms, having good regulations. I see it as like a country, basically.
Yeah. I get that. It kind of grew because of its user base and them being willing to work with their user base. At the same time, they also, for the longest time, had no competition.
Well, yeah, that too.
Like, there was no other competition. There's like Origin Games. There was the Ubisoft.
Well, I wouldn't say there wasn't
launcher,
any competition.
like,
I'd say there was no good competition.
Yeah.
There was no one that was really as passionate as bringing decent gaming to the computer like Steam was.
There's GOG, Good Old Games. They're still around. They're still pretty big.
Well, they're mainly I'm not sure. Do they have a browser? Like,
yeah, they have a
thing
launcher.
like
It's
okay.
the Galaxy launcher. I actually use it because their feature is I have every single one of my launchers connected to this launcher.
You do realize that you just proved yourself wrong.
Well, here's the thing though. If I buy a game here, well, first of all, this is proof enough. I clicked on the store and it's just yeah.
That's what I mean, though. Steam strives to be the best, and they are the best. That's why they're as big as they are. Microsoft isn't big because it strived to be the best. Same with Sony. They're big because they bought all the little guys and said, it's basically how airlines in America work. It's just they bought a certain amount of stuff and said, okay, we're the best because there's no one else.
I'm not disagreeing with you of the fact. I'm not saying that Steam is as bad as Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like Microsoft.
I don't either.
I don't dislike Steam. I'm just worried that these companies are just going to start seeing the only way for them to get anywhere is by swallowing up all these smaller companies because they have billions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
They put, I think it was $68.7 billion to buy Blizzard.
Yeah.
That's a crap ton of money.
Yeah.
Just a couple years ago, companies were getting bought for like $1 million, $3 million. Just like, what the heck? Like $68.7 billion for a game company that 2 months ago was being canceled because of their worker environment.
Yeah.
And now they're owned by Microsoft, which now owns like 5 other gaming companies.
Yep.
And it's just stupid to me. Like,
Yeah, I don't like it either.
if a company is gonna fail, it's gonna fail.
Yeah.
I don't think it should get bought up by another company just because they want the IP for the
Yeah.
game. If they want the IP, they should let the company fail and then buy the rights, like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I guess it's my weird viewpoint of the world.
No, I don't like either. I don't like the fact that Microsoft is doing that.
Yeah, and it just scares me also because you see that and then you look around and like you look at Sony. Look at Sony. Sony now owns Crunchyroll, Funimation. And like I used to be bigger on that.
Mm.
And now it's been I think it's been a month or two.
Mm.
Nothing's happened, which is a good thing. But nothing's happened besides for like a couple anime being shared between the two sites.
Yeah.
When in all actuality, if they really want to make it better viewing experience for people, they should stop forcing people to use two different subscriptions for both the sites.
I mean, in all honesty, if I didn't have to have multiple sites, I might myself become a subscriber.
Like, could you imagine, like, it doesn't even have to be like a $10 thing just to watch all of them. If they wanted to charge a little bit more, like $15 a month or something like that, that would be fine.
Yeah.
$15, $20 a watch. If I could watch basically every single anime that's released to America.
What I would like them to do is what kind of like Netflix does, where you can, once you get a subscription, you can download the anime.
Yeah, but as long as you have, like, you can only have it for as long as you have the Netflix thing.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't allow you to...
the main reason why I like downloading anime is because I like having it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have it when you have Netflix.
I don't like waiting for buffer.
Yeah. I have kind of resigned myself to, I keep on hitting the leg of the table.
You've resigned yourself to it. You just admitted it.
Yes. I resigned myself to getting a Blu-ray player and then getting all my favorite anime.
I'm just going to get a Blu-ray CD drive for my computer. They're like $60.
Yeah, I mean, I might do that as well. I just kind of want a Blu-ray player so I can hook it up to like an audio system.
The thing is, with a CD drive, you can overwrite it so that way you can watch stuff that is region locked. Can't do that with a Blu-ray player.
Yeah, you can.
You can?
Yes.
Huh. Is it easier or harder to do?
Well, I don't know. It probably depends on what type of Blu-ray player you have, because you can also get region unlocked Blu-ray players. They'll just play anything.
How much are those?
I think they're like between like 60, 50, maybe $100.
Blu-ray Baka-No, here I come. Blu-ray Baka-No,
exactly.
here I come.
But I kind of resigned myself to just getting my favorite anime, and then slowly collecting more. And then like if I watch a new show that's really good, I'll support the company by buying the Blu-ray when it comes out.
Yeah, it's pretty much how I want to support them.
Yeah.
Versus doing the subscription stuff.
Because even at the weirdest part is like the way I see it is like the internet. If it goes down, like I'd kind of like to be able to like have the content that I like and enjoy. I don't want to just go back to like playing Pinball 3D on my computer.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I just realized with the glasses on, you look like Peter Griffin.
I don't know if they can hear that, but I'm scratching my chin. I hate you.
I just noticed it. And I got a big smile because
I don't have the chin. Do I have the chin? Do I have the chin? I got the freaking chin, don't I?
And not the 2D Peter Griffin, the 3D redesign Peter Griffin.
Thanks, Pyros.
It's
I hate
almost
myself
a spinning
now.
image.
You know what? I don't know what we were talking about before, but I'm done.
I want to. Can I have you wear a white t-shirt
No,
and green pants?
no,
please?
I hate wearing white. I'm not wearing white. The only time I wear white is my white gi.
Okay.
The only time I'll wear white is my white gi.
Can you get on the ground and go? Please.
No.
Please marry someone named Lewis. You like redheads? Oh my goodness, it's coming together.
I don't weigh that much.
I don't know how much he weighs.
I don't know either. When he went to the chiropractor, he got really long and skinny.
He did, yes.
Oh God, I look like a chiropractor adjusted Griffin. I hate myself. I want to go and crawl in a corner
I'm
and
gonna
die.
get you a beagle, name him Brian. Have fun with your football head of a kid.
The only person that has to worry about that is my wife. So
Yeah, pretty much.
all right, well,
Go along.
what were we talking about?
We were talking about anime. We were talking about Sony and Microsoft becoming a monopoly and us not liking it because it's poo-poo.
Yeah, to sum it all up, I don't like it. You don't like it.
No, well, some people like it.
Well,
but I
because
don't
they're
like it.
Microsoft fanboys.
Yeah. They also need to fix Halo Infinite, just saying.
Yeah, I really don't like Microsoft after Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
It's just like, if they can spend $68.7 billion on a company that was failing 2 months ago, they could have done better.
Yeah.
They could have done way better.
Like, you don't have to highlight the enemies. I miss the pump action shotgun, personally. I don't really care much for the new shotgun they
That's
added.
not a shotgun. That's a confetti sprayer. I've shot people point
That's
blank
what I
in
mean,
the
though.
face.
I prefer the pump shotgun, because pump shotgun, if you shoot someone point blank, they're dead.
Yeah. Here's the thing. That semi-automatic shotgun should have been just as powerful as the pump shotgun.
Yeah, because it's a shotgun.
It's a shotgun.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter. I think that's my biggest thing with games, and one of the biggest reasons why I think most game developers just have never shot a gun or never seen a rifle anywhere at all, other than like maybe an airsoft rifle.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they don't realize that adding a scope to the gun does not make it less powerful.
It also doesn't just automatically increase the range.
Yeah. The gun isn't what does the damage. The bullet is.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very big misconception. These two bullets right here are far more dangerous than an unloaded rifle.
Yeah. Well, yes and no.
Unless you know how to bash someone really hard with an unloaded rifle.
That's kind of the point I was getting at. But also at the same time, I also know how to throw a bullet as well, so.
I was about to say, like, with this, if I, like, tap this hard enough to this.
Please don't.
Exactly. You're scared. You're scared.
Because I've seen people do that, and that's how you lose a hand, and that's how I lose a face.
Yep. Exactly.
Anyways.
I mean, like, come on. Someone can turn a pen into a gun.
That's true. We were watching that.
We were watching.
That was pretty cool.
You can turn a pen into a gun, and it'll do the same amount of damage as a pistol.
Yeah.
Because it's the bullet.
Yeah.
The only thing the gun does is it lets it go further.
Yeah.
It lets the barrel lets it go longer, and it lets you actually aim.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. I mean, that's why the upgrade, the downgrade of a gun is a bow, and then the downgrade of a bow is a slingshot.
You're like, in the Revolutionary War, Americans invented rifling and guns.
Yep.
The only reason why we did the same amount of damage is just that we were more accurate.
Yeah. Yep.
It never changes damage.
Yeah, I get that.
Also, I can't one-shot people anymore with a sniper rifle in it. I hate it.
That is so stupid.
Like, my biggest complaint is...
It also used to be like 3 headshots with the battle rifle,
Yeah.
and you were good. And now it seems like it takes 4.
I miss the DMR.
I do too.
And, like, in campaign, I don't recommend buying the campaign full price.
Yeah.
In the campaign, if you are... I'm not sure about the normal modes, because I usually just play Legendary to beat a game.
Yeah.
And I hate the bosses, by the way. I don't know whose stupid idea it was for the bosses, but I hate them. And they need to never touch a Halo game again. Go back to Dark Souls.
I feel like the people that did Halo Infinite also talked to the guys from Doom.
I don't know, but they need to go back to wherever they came from, because I don't believe bosses belong in Halo, nor do I believe that as janky. Like, Halo feels like a mixture of Tom Clancy and Dark Souls wannabe.
Yeah.
Because you got the map wandering, which is similar to Tom Clancy. I mean, personally, I would have just preferred a Halo game instead of an open world game. I would have preferred just level by level. Because the way they did the open world feels kind of lazy.
How did they... I don't want to go that far into it because we're already running late.
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about this next week.
All I will say is the enemies should not do twice the amount of damage I do to them with the same weapon I'm using.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. It does not make any sense. I can see them maybe having a little bit better accuracy. Like, not better accuracy, but like... No, they should just basically be you. Just a computer.
Yeah.
Like they've been in every other Halo game.
I understand the stronger armor and stuff like that, but even in Legendary and other Halo games, one shot from a sniper killed him.
Yeah, because the sniper rifle was like firing...
It's a 50 caliber.
I think it was bigger than a 50 caliber.
It was a bigger 50
I think it's bigger than a 50 caliber if I remember my lore right.
Okay.
It was either bigger than a 50 caliber or it was some type of like coated 50 caliber armor piercing round that like shot through like a brute skull.
Well, 50 caliber in
like
general, like a normal 7.62x39 can shoot through up to like tier 3 or tier 4
Yeah,
armor.
I know like 50 caliber is extremely strong. I'm just saying that with the whole thing with Halo, I think it was some insane thing because they had to come up with insane things to fight the Covenant.
Yeah.
Because they had deflector shields and personal shields and stuff. Like, they had to have... That's why the shotgun was so freaking powerful. They had to have something that they could shoot the elite with in the knee just to bring them down to their level.
Yeah.
Like, you remember that? Like, it was Reach and ODST and stuff?
Yeah.
Like... That was sweet when they just like take down an elite by shooting it in the knee and like shooting it in the face.
And then kneeing it in the face and shit. Yeah.
Like
it also happened in Halo Wars. Yeah, I like it.
Halo Wars. Halo Wars was a good cutscene for that. Like,
it was, yeah.
Oh, and then the cutscene for Halo 3. Was it? Is it? Yeah, it's John. He falls from the sky and then like he's fighting all the brutes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing about Halo 5 I like is the cutscene where they're running down the mountain and just killing the Covenant as they're running down the mountain.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I do like that.
I like about Halo 5.
Anyways, we don't hate Halo. We just are very disapproving of Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be it for us today, though.
Probably, yeah.
I don't want to edit longer than an hour and a half. Mainly because I'm editing tomorrow and I have to work Friday.
All right, I've been Pyrolus. You find me on Twitter at Pyrolus2. This is Baka-Talk Studios. You can find us at Baka-Talk Studios on YouTube or at Talk Baka on Twitter or askbakatalk@gmail.com. Boom, where can they find you?
At SirBoom9 on Twitter, but in all actuality, I just use the Baka-Talk Twitter nowadays.
He does.
It's so much easier than running 3 separate channels.
I don't doubt it. Anyway, that's been Baka-Talk. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Catch you next time, John. Yeah.
See you all later.